Once I started looking at everything in life as a deal, my entire life changed for the better. Because I had to stare in the face of every single thing I did and look at the cost and the profit or the loss that came with that decision. I looked at everything in life as transactional. It's all a trade. I'm giving something to get something else. And the outcome is that I improved everything in life. I made entirely as a whole better decisions all around because I was acknowledging the actual bad outcome that came with my decisions. It's too easy as humans to just push the bad in the back of the closet, shut it and forget about it. That's why people go out for a night of drinking or a weekend away and they don't check their bank account for a little while because it's just easier to forget about it. That's easy. I get it. I've done that for years, and guess what? I still make dumb mistakes sometimes. But as a whole, when I choose to make a decision, regardless of what it is, I think about it all the time. My mind is examining it. Even a drive somewhere, a simple little thing, I think about what is this costing me and what am I getting out of it? It improves my life because I stop making a hell of a lot of bad decisions. Now, many people make small decisions that have bad consequences, but they just disregard them. And it's easy to do. But if you shift your mindset to just constantly thinking about it, then it kind of obsesses you over it. You just start to just dwell over it. And that might sound a little unenjoyable, but I mean, there's a cost to progress too. That's the trade of progress, is you're going to have to sacrifice something. I'm willing to sacrifice a hell of a lot. Every single day of my life, I am willing to sacrifice to get to where I want to go. Right? So that's looking at the cost. But when we start to look at every small decision's cost, it builds. So I'm asking you right now, what's one small thing that you've done for a long time or once, and you realize down the line the negative impact that one small decision had? I would like to know. Please leave that in the comments. What did you do? One small thing, it seems meaningless, that had negative impact over your life. And if you haven't fixed it, I mean, it's probably time to get to work. But we can think about the smallest thing, right? Going to lunch. People eat lunch. Say you eat Taco Bell for lunch. You spend $15 on Taco Bell for lunch on a work day. First off, if you're already a viewer of this channel, you know we like to say here, spend nothing. So you really should not be buying lunch. $15? That's actually insane. $15 on Taco Bell. Not cool. Not cool in the slightest. Because, okay, $15, you're like, it's $15, what? Every dollar counts. Every penny counts. Everything adds up, and it compounds over time. $15 a day, even if you just did that 3 times a week, that piles up to loads and loads of money that is just gone. Not only that, you had the cost of $15 for a meal. Okay. You also had the time to drive to the place that you had to get it from, Taco Bell, sit through that drive-through. It took your time. It took some gas or electricity if you drive an EV. And it also is incredibly unhealthy for you. So you lost time, money, and now you ate something that's going to affect your gut. Your gut's not going to process correctly, even if you completely eat healthy for the next day. It's going to take that next day to completely reset yourself, at least. It's going to mess with your gut, the way you absorb your nutrients. It's going to give you a midday crash because it's just garbage food. And then guess what? You're going to have a midday crash. Once you go home later that night, you're going to have a little more energy late in the night, and then you're not going to sleep as well because you had this weird energy imbalance because you ate garbage. Okay, well, that's the trade-off, right? You sleep like garbage, then your metabolism is off, so you build more fat. You don't build muscle, you don't burn fat, and you're waking up or you're sleeping wrong. So now you've got a hormonal imbalance, and everything is off from one little meal. And there's people sitting there saying, That is the biggest, like, overdramatic statement I've ever heard. It's one meal of Taco Bell. It's $15. You are stupid. Stop making something out of nothing. And it's like, okay. Hey, if that's you, that's the life you want to live, okay. But knowing the viewers who watch this, they want something more out of life. And they're holding themselves to a standard. And that's what viewing things as a transaction is all about. I have to acknowledge the cost because I have to get somewhere in life. And the more things cost, the less profit I have, the harder it's going to be for me to get somewhere. So this slight mindset shift has improved everything. It's caused me to make more money. It's caused me to have better gains in the gym. It's caused me to have better sleep, a better schedule. It's caused me to get more things done every single day, every single week, every single month, every single year. I went from a complete addict, an overweight person who did nothing, absolutely nothing with my life. But once I acknowledged the costs, everything changed. And that's the cost, right? That's the profit. The cost was, well, I dedicated all of my time to improvement. And I acknowledged every single little action is going to compound and build over time. And guess what? I'm still very, very low on the chart of my journey. I've had an incredible growth. But with this knowledge, I know that my cost will stay relatively low now because I'm used to the input. But my profit is going to be significantly greater because every single thing compounds over time. Negative, positive, everything compounds. So I am going to continue to make the best decision I can at the best cost I can so that I profit in life as best as I can. I want growth. I need growth. I wake up, I think about it. I wake up in the middle of the night to pee, I think about it. It's eating at me. Where am I going to get? I have to improve. So I'm willing to trade whatever. What are you willing to trade? That is my question. Where do you want to get? If you can write out the cost and stare every single action in the face every single day, you will get to where you want to go. It's not a question of if. It's not. No, it's not a question. Not on my mind. I will not accept it. What do you want? What's the input you need? Calculate that. And then every single day, okay, this is what I got to do. Write it on the to-do list. Check it off. And then guess what? It might not happen on the timeline you want, but it happens. I refuse to accept no for an answer because everything is a transaction. If I give the input and I don't give dumb decisions a chance, right? I don't allow cost for loss. I'll allow some cost for some profit. That's fine. But I refuse to make the bad decisions because I am staring the transactions in the face. And this shift saved my life. And it can save yours too.